was just weird because it was like not what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting him to look like, but it definitely wasn't that. And then he basically just started going over like really basic, like English stuff that I learned when I was like in 9th grade. I was like, why do I need to know this again? But I drove 30 minutes to go see him. And then I got there and I like forgot how much I missed that building. Because I really did miss that building a lot. And then I like sat down in the chair and I was like excited. But then my heart started to hurt. And I started to feel like I was gonna have a heart attack. And I'm not trying to be mean, but it was such a mess. Like, the girl in front of me was taking notes over the class, and I was like, he was literally just writing like MLA. And like nouns, and then he was talking about like subject and verbs. And I just didn't understand like why he was doing this. These are pizza rolls and fries, by the way. And then he like just briefly mentioned that we would be writing like an analysis. Over like a poem. And that we'd be writing papers. And then he mentioned that he was like a professor at College of Charleston in the fall. And then he teaches at Trident, I guess, in the spring. But he was talking a lot about AI and ChatGPT. And he was talking about how like most papers that people write are like C average. And then he was talking about like smart people and how they're like, no, he started talking about German, how Germans think that their language is superior because they have to know where their sentence is going before they start speaking it. But in English, like Americans can start the sentence before knowing where they're going with it. I thought that was interesting when he said that. And then he started talking about like cookies, like chocolate cookies, which was really random, but he was like, you don't want to get caught when you're eating chocolate cookies. You want to like run away. And I was like, true. And then he was like, if you want a tattoo in this class, like I recommend getting like subject, verb, adjective or something. And then we started talking about adjectives and he was talking about making arguments. And I was like, some people make really smart arguments. And some people make really dumb arguments. I was like, I make pretty dumb arguments, I feel like. But I was late, like 15 minutes late. And then he was talking about giving us a break. I was like, why do we need a break? But when he said we were gonna go on a break, I was like, okay. So I got up and I noticed not everybody was getting up. And I went outside because I didn't really want to follow everybody where they were going. I think they were getting food. And then when I went outside, I was like, my heart hurts. Like, I actually feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. And I didn't want to sit through another, like, 45 minutes of feeling like I was gonna have a heart attack, so I was like, you know what? He was nice, but I'm not doing that. So I left. And then I was gonna go to the mall to return some of my stuff. But then when I got to the mall, I realized, I was like, you know what, this stuff is actually kind of cute. And I'm just gonna keep it. So I kept it. And then I got super hungry. Like, I started to feel like I was gonna throw up. Those pizza rolls were so fucking good. And then, so I started to feel like I was gonna throw up or whatever. And I just went home after that, so yeah. But that's it for my mukbang. Goodbye.